In this video lesson, we will be looking at graphing inequalities. Okay, because inequalities have more than one answer or an infinite number of answers, we use shading in order to identify the answers. Now, these four examples give four different ways in which we can shade our answers. Let's look at this first one in the upper left-hand corner here. First of all, we have a solid line. This means that our inequality is going to include the equal sign. We also have everything shaded below this line. Okay, so for this one specifically, our inequality would actually be less than or equal to. Again, the less than means everything that is less than this equation, and it also includes everything on the line. Okay? All right, let's move down to this one here in the lower left-hand corner. All right, we have a line that is not solid. Okay, this is a dashed line. That means we will not be including the equal sign in our inequality. Also, everything is shaded above. So this inequality would be greater than, and that's it. It would simply be greater than. Okay, so we would determine the equation, or we would determine the line, the graph, the y equals mx plus b, but then it would be greater than as opposed to equal to. All right, and this one over here, you see a solid line. That means the equal sign is going to be included, and everything is shaded above it. That means our inequality would be greater than and equal to. Greater than or equal to. All right, and finally down here in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our line that is dashed. It is not solid, so the equal sign will not be included, and everything is shaded below it. So for that one, it would simply be less than. All right, so those are the things to consider. When it is shaded below, it is less than, and when it is shaded above, it is greater than. Solid line means the equal sign is included, and then a dashed line means it is not included. All right, let's take a look at this example. You're asked to graph the inequality on the axes below. All right, the inequality that is given to you is in standard form. 2x plus 3y is less than 15. So this is going to be a quick review of converting from standard form to y equals mx plus b form, or what we call slope-intercept form. Remember, in slope-intercept form, I'm trying to solve for y. So in this example specifically, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Now my equation, or my inequality, is going to say 3y is less than negative 2x plus 15. And then to solve for y, I'm going to have to divide by 3. So I'm going to divide all of it by 3. And when I divide all of it by 3, my inequality is y is less than negative 2/3 x plus 5. All right, that means my y-intercept is 0, 5, so I can come over here and plot 0, 5 on the y-intercept, which is right there. And then my slope is negative 2/3, so I'm going to go down 2 units and over to the right 3 units. So down 2 units and over to the right 3 units. And when I do that, you will see down 2 over 3, there's a point right there. Down 2 over 3, there would be a point right here, and so on. Or if you wanted to call it, we could go up 2 units and then to the left 3. So the negative would be with the 3. I could show you that one as well. We would go up 2 units and over 3 units, and there our line would be. So at this point, we could graph our line. Our inequality is y less than negative 2/3 x plus 5. That means I will not be using a solid line. I'm going to have to use a dashed line. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best to sketch the dashed line that goes through there. May not be the best drawing you've seen, but you get the point. And then we are also going to need to shade everything that is less than negative 2/3. The way we shade less than is to shade everything at the bottom. So I'm just going to do these quick lines here. And you can see that I've shaded everything that is less than. A way to check your work for that is to find any ordered pair that is in the shaded region and make sure that when you plug the X and the Y in, that your inequality is true. Now, 0, 0 is one of the best points to use because it makes the math easy, and it is included in the shaded region. So that means when I plug in a 0, 0, then it should work. That means 0 should be less than negative 2/3 times 0 plus 5. And when I work that out, my inequality says 0 is less than 0 plus 5, which is 5. And is 0 less than 5? Yes, it is. It checks out. So you can see that we have done it correctly. And that is a look at graphing inequalities.